Hello, my dear Cancer. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between October 16 and October 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I used the Mary L Tarot with Mary White, and I have already shuffled and chosen your cards. This is my shorter, hopefully, mid-month reading. And I will come back with a longer 15 card spread for the beginning of November readings. Then I also use a smaller deck as well, and I'm trying to find a new one to replace my beautiful Legacy of the Divine. So I want something that's equally good, so it's taking some time. I order a lot of decks and I'm not happy with them when they come, so okay. I will just tune in for a few seconds. And then I will continue with your reading. So, my dear Cancer, this is your past. It might be September, first half of October 2017. So it's a Three of Wands here. You have got some kind of insight of what you want, what you can put up with and what you can't put up with, and with the Three of Wands you have kind of made a direction that's not, you are not so much into compromising with that. You have found a road forward, a road to take you forward, and it's the snake here, so it might have gone through a lot of hard changes or hard challenges for you to make the right kind of experience, so you know what road to take. It might have cost you a little bit. The Three of Wands here is very connected in the colors to the Judgment card, so it's like you have used your clear judgment to see what kind of road you want to go ahead, and you're relentlessly on it. So it's it has been sacrificed before this, but a kind of a decision has been taken. And here we have the Queen of Discs. So some of you might be communicating with Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person. Or it might be talking about that these compromises that you don't want to do is because of your body. Before you might have tried to restrain your body, overwork it, put up with things that you actually didn't put up with, and now it's like honoring of the body. The Three of Wands is also connected with the Empress, and the Queen of Discs is very Empress-like. She's very nurturing, outgiving love. But it might also be that you are in some kind of negotiation with an earth sign. Okay, or you want to kind of find out what's your basic needs, what's going to make you feel safe and grounded. Because Queen of Discs is a lot about tangible goods, like what kind of work do you have, what kind of housing, what kind of family situation, basic needs. And here we have the Chariot, and it's upside down. So it's a certain road that you don't want to take, or you don't want to couple up with a certain someone, or you have given up a road ahead together with an earth sign. So the Chariot is kind of lacking cooperation, and the Chariot, when it's a little bit badly situated, might be like my way or the highway kind of thing, not like two forces joining together to get the show on the road, but actually you going on your own road. It's like you're taking much better care of yourself, and maybe you stop caring for others. So it's a little bit like a selfish energy with this, but it might be what you are needing in this situation. And this is Cancer, upside down, Cancer and Sagittarius energy. So it's might be a split of a couple, or of a previous soul contract, or a previous destiny. Maybe you have taken the destiny in your own hands. You don't want to go on the road that was before was put out there for you. Okay, so that was in the past, and it's some tears here with the Queen of Discs as well. But that's the feedback from your body. And here we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is your need of society, like how you need certain the family and the culture and the traditions, everything is there for you to live a safe life in a safe community. But sometimes they can be almost like a trap, like codependency. Also, it can get you in a position of not being able to, it's kind of almost being kidnapped. Like these children, they need this mother, but it's all feeling like they are almost dead. Okay, so it's a stale codependent situation where one is getting to feel enhanced by the little people needing the society. So it's a little bit like being kidnapped. Either you're with us or you're against us. If you're not with us, we won't nurture you. If you're outside the system, you will be an outlaw. So it might have been that you in your relationship has compromised yourself to get loved. For either of you, it might be that you have a certain view on what this kind of society should be, like what kind of family you want to have, if you want to have children or not, if you want to, like maybe it's about, I can imagine that it might be about marriage and being someone's wife or a husband, I see a couple before me that haven't had the same goal with the relationship. So one has tried to compromise and the other one has been more my way or the highway, and now the table might have turned. Maybe you have cried a river over this and now it's enough. So you are going to go for this kind of life that you want for yourself, how you feel safe, how you feel nourished, and you won't sacrifice so much anymore because you have tried, I think, and your body wasn't up to it. You might have fallen into some kind of depression or getting exhausted or things like this. Since you have the Chariot upside down, it's like maybe not having enough fuel to take you where you wanted. So you accept that there's limitation within you, and you start to get more self-respect. Like, okay, this is my limitations, so I need to. It's like a car; it can't just run and run. It needs some gasoline sometimes. So it's like you need to fuel up. You need to take back your powers, your energy, and store it up for yourself and decide what you want. And for many women out there, it will be that you want to commit a love relationship. And if this is not the case, you are not on the Chariot anymore. You're not going to share the future road together if your terms isn't fulfilled. And here we have also Page of Wands. It might be masculine people having the same problem, but it's the Queen of Discs here. And even though it's not gender specific, it's anyway more of the like nurturing, like giving too much or being used and abused like the nature is right now. The Queen of Discs is a representative of nature. Here we have a Page of Wands, so this is a little bit revolutionary energy coming from the Three of Wands here. So you're waving your flags, you're not going to back down. It's like fighting for love, fighting for the kind of circumstances that would actually make you feel loved and safe and nourished and valued. You want to be in a relationship or a family situation where you actually feel that people are giving you something back and are appreciating you and showing it. People can tell you that they love you endlessly. If they never show it, the love is still not there. It's just a person trying to keep you continuing with giving to them. And this is like you are waking up from this and you don't want to give anymore. You want to go out and find some happy life for yourself, like a very luscious situation. So Page of Wands is sometimes she's going on a lot of dates. She's visioning her future. It's also like a messenger from God. So it's like your soul wants to come through here and express itself. and this is revolution, this is society. So it's you are doing a little bit revolution against old things. It might be the other way around as well, that you don't want to put up with being someone's wife, or sorry. So I'm sorry for that, Cancer. It was a man coming and doing a chimney sweep on my house, so you might hear a little bit sounds going on. Okay. So the Page of Wands, revolutionary energy. So what I said was that this might be you also changing the traditional view. Maybe you don't want this, being someone's wife. Maybe you want more freedom. It might be this as well. But it much this energy of my way or the highway. So here we have a Knight of Cups. So that might be you or another person coming and wanting to reconnect in love, maybe wants to get the Chariot on the road again, wants to fix this flip that have happened in your common where you were going together and then you were not going anywhere because your car have flipped. And here is a person a little bit having a bleeding heart and wants to maybe reconnect with, maybe being a little bit sorry. But it might also be you taking better care of your own heart instead of caring so much for other people's heart. You might be involved with a water sign or an earth sign person, but it might also be this water sign quality is of course yours as well, and the Queen of Discs and the Page of Wands. It's a fire energy, very central also, so some of you might be involved with fire. But here you have Taurus, and this is usually Virgo. It might also be Capricorn going on there, like hardworking, but it might be an energy in your life being very hardworking, living up to tradition, or maybe you want to have things traditionally, and you're fighting for your right to have more security in your life. And it seems like there might come in some energy that will offer you something of this, what you want, or maybe someone wants to convince you to come back, or to reconcile, or to do things maybe their way, but in a more please love me kind of attitude. Okay, so this is your future, and the first card here for your future is the Devil, and you have the Devil underneath the priesthood here with the Hierophant, and it also goes with the Page of Wands and the Chariot upside down. So the Devil here is representing something that you need to go deeper into. It's some kind of revolution going on within you with those two cards, and revolution against what's have been in your life, what have had power in your life. For some of you, you are waking up from maybe you have been like slave to your emotions a little bit, being in the wrong kind of relationships, fulfilling your needs in a way that were not really healthy for you, teaming up with demons, and with demons I mean like people that doesn't have your best interest before their eyes, so letting yourself maybe be used and abused by challenging people just for to get loved or to be like a part of something. We can see this often happening in society, the peer pressure, like people doing things or going along with things that they actually don't want, just to be part of a group or be part of being loved. And here we have the Chariot upside down, Page of Wands, that might be also a message. So it's some male fail in communication here as well. Maybe people are not telling exactly how they feel or what they want. So the next card for your future is Justice upside down. So it might be that this person that coming in and maybe with a message to you, maybe they want to, maybe you have given certain kind of an ultimatum and they come back with some gift to you and saying, well, okay, I have started to see things your way. Don't trust this. Okay, they are not here to bring you justice. They are kind of here to bring you back into this situation where you got drained in the first place. So be aware of that this is not a fair offer. This is not someone that has actually caved or changed their mind and like wants to go with whatever you want now. They just wants you back into this painful situation where it might be that you have had kind of a dramatic relationship with someone. It might even be a boss at work, and I don't mean romantically, like you have had a dramatic relationship with your boss at work, and now and you have left and said, okay, so I give up, I will leave this place. And now they come back and they say, well, I'm giving you a better offer, I have reconsidered, I really want you to work for me. Or a troublesome lover come back and say, I have reconsidered, I really want to be with you. They don't mean it. They are not here to give you justice. They are here to drag you back in the same dramatic thing. It might be you dealing with some kind of a narcissistic energy that wants to have power over you by keeping you in codependency like this, keeping you underneath their boot because it felt so good. And if you go back with them, they will feel like you are a little bit addicted to pain, and that, well, he has himself to blame. He accepted me back, even though all that what I have done to him or her, the other way around. So the next card is Three of Swords. So that's anyway heartbreak upside down. So I don't think that you are heartbroken anymore, and you're not like waiting for this person to come back. If they would really have changed, you might have considered it, but you are not a little puppet to them anymore. So I think that what you are guided to do here is to not go back into a heartbreaking situation. Don't take a false offer. Tell exactly what you feel about this situation. You don't have to burn bridges. If this is your boss, you can say, no, I'm really grateful for you offering me this, and I will never forget that you did this. It was really grand of you, but I have already gotten another work. Or if this troublesome lover comes back, you can say, well, thank you for showing me that you still love me, and I still love you, but I don't think that this is worth for us trying again. It almost cost us our health, so it's better if we walk into the future without one another. So it seems like you are very young here, so it's a new side of yourself that you are showing, but you're also very strong. You're taking away the hurt in your life. You're not going to put up with being hurt anymore. And it's 3 in both those cases. So for some of you might have been involved in a third-party relationship with a person not having some kind of addiction, maybe having some kind of deep problems with themselves that make them not being a loyal, truthful partner for you. I wouldn't let this person back in my life if I were you. Okay, so I will take some clarification cards from the Vibrational Energy Oracle card deck with Debbie A. Anderson. So I will take a card for I was thinking about Queen of Discs, so I guess Queen of Discs, but I also was into the Chariot here with being upside down. So we have the Wild and Free Wind Sprite. So it's like you don't care about the consequences of things anymore. You want to be wild and free. You want to be yourself, free to express yourself. If anyone's going to love you or have you as their worker or family member or friend, they need to love you for who you really are. You're not going to tame yourself anymore to fit in. You want to be able to be free to express your true self. So no more crying and trying to adapt to an environment that's actually not for you. You're calling out your free spirit, so it's much connected with the Page of Wands as well. So you don't care if your life is flipping over or this car is flipping over. So I will also take a clarification card for the Devil, obviously, to see what's if this is an outside force to you or inside force. Okay, it came 3 cards here, and it actually seems very enlightening. It's about becoming more open to whatever is in your life, and heal thyself and breathe deeply. So it's about allowing yourself to fully live. But it might be that you have experienced a person in your life that has been a little bit limited when it comes to fully living. So an open book is like a person being ready for opportunities and adventures. So it's much this energy what you have here in the center. And then we have breathe deeply. Sorry, I forgot to put on my microphone. I took 3 cards. It fell out 3 cards when I was showing the Devil here. And the first card was an open book. And it's much this Page of Wands energy that you have here. I will read it to you. See here. Okay, you regard life as an ever-revolving door and opportunities and adventure, taking on whatever is sent your way. You adapt and modify to vibration with ease and acceptance. So this might be what you have found down in your shadows, becoming more and more brave, becoming more adventurous. Breathe deeply. It's about being able to connect to life. You're not openly accepting the vibration from breath of life. You have somehow blocked off your divine right to inhale deeply and fill your lungs with the life force that is yours. Take 3 deep breaths right now and clear the struggles you have inside. So, deep breaths. That was not deep, but it was because I have run in the stairs and waved bye-bye to the man that was here fixing my stove. Okay, breathe in the energy of life and let go of anything that no longer serves you. And the Devil here might not longer serve you, but it's what I've said with the Devil. It's like things that you haven't really looked on, and when you looked on this, you can see that you are more adventurous than you actually have believed yourself to be, more brave, more revolutionary, and you also have blocks like not being able to breathe, not being able to this and that, because somehow you have felt like you needed to behave in a certain way. And heal thyself. Let's see here. Find the right side. This beautiful card here. Whatever reoccurring dreams you are experiencing, either in sleep state or awakened, are not really good for you. Some might call them night terrors rather than dreams, but if these are day-waking fears, then you need to address them. Change the vibration from trepidation and anxiety to belief, and allow your soul to filter out and heal things that no longer serves you or that are not needed. So it's I think that nightmares are perfectly wonderful and fine, because they kind of point out what you're doing to yourself in your real life without it actually having to happen. For example, if you dream that your car flip because you're on the way to this work which you are not happy at, you don't have to do this in the real life. You can okay, I don't want to go to work, my car is flipping in my dreams, so that means I'm doing a revolution, I don't want to go there, I rather turn to the ditch with my car than go to work. So you're doing something about that, and the night terrors will stop, and the problem that you have had with this troublesome work or lover will also stop. So this is you changing your life with addressing your shadows, the things with you that you previously haven't seen, or things with other people that you previously haven't seen. So also the Justice card. We have the triangle. I have the whole deck upside down. The triangle, it's like it's need cooperation. You can't do everything alone. It needs to be like, if one person isn't doing their fair share or not giving justice, you don't have to participate or do the best you can in this situation either. It's like if you have a partner that doesn't fully give you the love that you need. It's like unfulfilled needs here that you need to fulfill. It's like you need to bring justice to yourself because other people won't give you this. The triangle is the law of three: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The trilogy of each one knowing what it needs to do, what is expected of it, and just doing it. It is that of the highest form of work. The closer you get to God or the universal force of vibration, the more expected of you and you of others. A triangle has three sides of itself, just as you do, so recognize it. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, it's like taking away the female aspect from the divine. So I'm rather thinking about father, mother, and child, like this, and it's more also easy to understand if you see it like this. And everyone needs to participate. They need to be part of this. One can say, well, this family is not mine, or I'm not in this. Then also they lose what they have. If the mother does this, the father and the child will take care of themselves and forget about this person that didn't do their fair share. So I think it's a lot about you bringing justice to yourself and demanding that other people do their fair share. And also the Swords card upside down here for... It's probably this with heal thyself, something similar. Okay, it's knowing and knowing. So you know now what's hurting you. You don't have to do this again. You don't have to invite this situation to your life again. You already know what's going to happen. We have all experienced that gut feeling of intuition that resides inside of us, the vibration of just knowing without knowing why. It is time to get more in touch with this vibration. Listen to what you hear and act upon the messages you receive, as they will guide you on the journey you are destined for. Now it's a time to open up everything in the universe and beyond. So this is you trusting yourself, and as I said, you don't have to do this lesson again. You already know what's going to come out of this. So use your experience and give yourself justice, because it seems like no one else will. They might come back and offer, but it won't be sincere. It won't be giving you what you actually need. So I also want to see the future for you. What's going on here? And we have the Strength card. So this is you have been strong on having other people on your back, or it's also this with the Trinity, that we are strong when we are together, when we are working together. But I think that you have given away a little bit of your strength to other people. We can see this with the Three of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Swords, that you're not going to do this anymore. You're not going to give away your strength and letting other people use and abuse you, or falsely giving you gifts that's not really sincere or truthful. Okay, so it's very straightforward. You are not going to let anyone that doesn't deserve this ride your back anymore. So we can do this with children, but our partner needs to stand up together with us and do and help us with our endeavors. It's very beautiful, and this might be what you have done here to get love, to kind of bend over backwards a little bit for other people, but it didn't get you anywhere. Self-respect and balance. If you give too much to a person, they will just become the devil, like very spoiled and take you for granted. So don't spoil people like that, but love them, but in a way that give them what they need, not what they what they crave. You can't treat people like they are babies. You need to treat them as adults that also are responsible, and if they don't take responsibility, you do. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn Some of you might be dealing with another Cancer or a Pisces. Also Scorpio, probably. And we have Libra here as well, and fire energy. Page of Wands might be any kind of fire sign, but it's probably your own soul that we are seeing here. Okay, so I hope this helped, and I want you all Cancers to take really good care, and I welcome you back to my beginning of the November readings that I will publish in the middle of October. Okay, so take really good care. Bye bye.